So in Westeros, there are 4 Wardens of the North, East, South and West. When we join the story in A Game of Thrones, the current Warden of the North is Ned Stark, Jon Arryn is Warden of the East, Mace Tyrell Warden of the South, and Tywin Lannister Warden of the West. The current understanding of what this title means came about during the days of Aegon's conquest. There had been wardens in the past that had looked after certain areas, certain infrastructures, different regions. But it was after the conquest when Aegon Targaryen was now the ruler of all of Westeros, save for Dorne. He had a big realm to look after, and it was not an easy job. So he decided to divvy it up and have 4 different segments, north, east, south, west, and each one would have a warden who would kind of oversee everything that's going on. But they don't do a whole lot. Like, let's be honest, it's kind of an honorary title. The only time it really kicks in is in a time of confrontation for the crown, in a time of rebellion. Then the crown would send a raven to the Warden of the West or the East or the North or the South and say, you need to sort this situation out with this house or that house. Get it dealt with. During the Greyjoy Rebellion, King Robert Baratheon sent word from King's Landing to his Warden of the West, his father-in-law Tywin, and to his Warden in the North, his bestie Ned Stark, yeah, you guys are near to the action. Can you go and sort this out? And they did. It was the job of the Wardens to organise the military recruitment, to get troops where they needed to be and to succeed, and they did just that. There have been wardens before, smaller wardens of more localised areas. There's several in Dorne. Robert Baratheon wisely chose 4 men who were his allies to act as his 4 key wardens. And the hope is that being named Warden of the North, West, South, East, that it was taken as an honour. The king has chosen you, and the king can change the warden to a different person. If it's bestowed upon your house and it becomes this kind of hereditary title that is passed down through the generations, it's seen as a nod to your loyalty to the crown. When Jon Arryn dies, people assume that it would be his son, Robert Arryn, or Robin, as they have it in Game of Thrones. He would succeed him as Warden of the East. But that doesn't happen. Instead, Robert Baratheon names Jaime Lannister as Warden of the East, and that goes down like a cup of cold sick. There's also the Warden of the Southern Marshes, who is Brynden Tully. King Robb Stark names his great-uncle Brynden as the Warden of the Southern Marshes, essentially the Riverlands. The current Warden in the North is Roose Bolton. The current Warden of the East, it has been restored to Robert Arryn. Mace Tyrell, he's still going. He's still Warden of the South. But after the death of Tywin Lannister and the chaos that House Lannister found themselves in, Cersei named one of her cousins, Davin Lannister, as the new Warden of the West. But Davin Lannister, he's about to get married at Riverrun to a Frey girl. The word is it could, if we ever get any more books, it could be another red wedding, but this time in reverse. So I don't know how long Davin Lannister would be around to be Warden of the West.